Robin Hood, Valentine's Day, take 42.
Prologue. Them eco freaks have their fingers in everything. Giving an account of Robin Hood and his adventure with the King's Foresters. Also telling how his band gathered around him and of the merry adventure that gained him his good right hand man, the famous Little John. In merry England, in the time of old, when good King Henry II, schizophrenic dude, ruled the land, there lived within the green glades of Sherwood Forest near Nottingham Town a famous little outlaw whose name was Robin Hood. No archer ever lived within the green glades of Sherwood Forest near Nottingham. Where? Who ever lived that could speed a grey goose shaft with such skill and cunning as his, nor were there ever such a yeoman as the 70 merry men that roamed with him through the greenwood shades. Right merrily they dwelt within the steps of Sherwood Forest, suffering neither care nor want, but passing the time in merry games of archery or bouts of cudgel play, living upon the King's venison, washed down with draughts of October ale of October brewing. Not like that old spring stuff. Not only Robin himself, but all the band were outlaws, not in-laws, outlaws, and dwelt apart from other men. Yet they were beloved by the country people round about. For no one ever came to jolly Robin for help in time of need, and went away with an empty fist and had fingers in them. And now I will tell you how it first came about that Robin Hood fell afoul like the geese of the law. When Robin was a youth of 18, stout of sinew, he was all scrawny, and bold of heart, the Sheriff of Nottingham proclaimed a shooting match and offered a prize of a butt of ale to whomsoever should shoot the best shot in Nottinghamshire. Now, quoth Robin, will I go too? For fain would I draw a string for the bright eyes of my lass, and a butt of good October brewing, not like that spring stuff. So up he got, and took his good stout yew bow, also scrawny, and a score more of broad cloth yard arrows, and started off from Loxley Town through Sherwood Forest to Nottingham. It was at the dawn of day in the merry May time, when the hedgerows are green and flowers bedeck the meadows, and daisies pied, and yellow cuckoo buds and fair primroses. All along the briery hedges with apple buds don't cuckoo, blossom, and sweet birds sing the lark down of day, the throttlecock and cuckoo, when the lads and lasses look upon each other with sweet thoughts, when busy housewives spread their linen to bleach upon the bright green grass, sweet was the greenwood as he walked along its paths, and bright the grass and rustling leaves, amid the little birds singing with might and main, and blithely Robin whistled. As he was trudged along, thinking of Maid Marian and her bright eyes. For at such times a youth's thoughts are wont to turn pleasantly upon the lass that he loves the best. As thus he walked along with a brisk step and a merry whistle, he came suddenly upon some foresters seated beneath a great oak tree. 15 there were in all, making themselves merry and with feasting and drinking as they sat around a huge pasty, to which each man helped himself, thrusting his hands into the pie and washing down that which they ate with great horns of ale, which they drew all foaming from the barrel that stood nigh. Each man was clad in Lincoln green, and a fine show they made, seated upon the sword beneath that fair spreading tree. Then one of them, with his mouth full, called out to Robin, "Hello, where goest thou, little lad? With thy one penny bow and thy farthing shafts." Then Robin grew angry, for no stripling likes to be taunted with his green years. "Now," quoth he, "my bow and eke mine arrows are as good as thine. And moreover, I go to the shooting match at Nottingham town, where same has been proclaimed by our good Sheriff of Nottinghamshire. There I will shoot with other stout yeomen, for a prize has been offered of a fine bucket of ale." Then one who held a horn of ale in his hand said,
"Ho, listen to lad. Why, boy, thy mother's milk is yet scarce dry upon thy lips, and yet thou prattest of standing up with good stout men at Nottingham, but thou who art scarce able to draw one string of a 2-stone bow." "Oh no, the best of you, 20 marks," quoth bold Robin, "that I hit the clout at 60 yards by the good hip of our fair lady fair." At this they all laughed, and one said, "Well boasted, thou fair infant, well boasted. And well thou knowest that no target is nigh to make good thy wager." And another cried, "He'll be taking ale with his milk next."
At this Robin grew quite mad. "Hark ye," said he, "yonder at the glade's end I see a head of deer, even more than 3,000 rods distant. I'll hold you 20 marks that by leave our lady I caused the best heart among them to die."
"Now done,"
cried he who had spoken first.
"And here 20 marks. I wager that thou causest no beast to die."